Hey, what's 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We're here on Monday Night Raw, just under 2 weeks away from the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And we have the final qualifying match on Monday Night Raw tonight, because in the main event, it will be Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle in a no-holds-barred match, with the Disciple Murphy barred from ringside. If he gets involved, Rollins forfeits. We're kicking off with the WWE Champion. As here comes the WWE Champion, the man who defends a Money in the Bank against the Raw General Manager in a GM Rules match. What is a GM Rules match? We don't even know. The only person that knows what the GM Rules are is the General Manager. It's going to be an interesting night at Money in the Bank, isn't it? Either way, here comes the WWE Champion to the ring, Finn Balor. Finn Balor has already defended against one of Sandow's handpicked opponents. How many more hurdles is Finn Balor going to have to jump? Sandow just clearly has an issue with Finn Balor, calls him an unwashed mass. Sandow, of course, calls himself the intellectual savior of the unwashed masses. It almost seems that anyone that doesn't fit his ideals, well, they're prime targets to be attacked. And now tonight, Finn Balor is going to be taking on one of Sandow's right-hand men. One of his goons, really. In one half of the Grizzled Young Veterans. He's taking on Zack Gibson. As GYV making their way to the ring. They aligned with Damien Sandow upon their arrival to Monday Night Raw. They challenged for the Raw Tag Team Championships recently at Backlash. Came up short against Zayn and Owens on that night. But tonight, Zack Gibson is one-on-one with the WWE Champion. So this is a good shot for Gibson here. So here we go. It's now Finn getting pushed back into the corner by Gibson. Referee getting between the two. Oh, and Zack Gibson with a clothesline into the corner. And now Balor shoves him off. Balor. Dropkick takes down Gibson. And now Finn picking Zack Gibson back up to his feet, and Finn Balor. Right hand and the left. Finn Balor. No! Kicked in the ribs by Zack Gibson. And now Gibson. No. Grabbed by Balor. Balor throws him in the corner. Chomp. And now Balor takes him down. Off the ropes. Dropkick. And now Finn picks Gibson back up to his feet, and Finn Balor with Gibson. Pele kick. And now Balor with a slap and another. Finn Balor firing away. Knock Gibson to the ropes. Gibson counters. Gibson grabs Balor. And now Finn thrown to the corner. Gibson. No. Counter from Balor. Balor into another Pele kick. And now Balor picking him back up to his feet, and Finn. He's got Gibson by the arm. And Gibson knocks him back. And now Gibson. No. Balor counters. Balor kicks him again. Balor, very similar offense to what we saw from AJ Styles at NXT TakeOver this past weekend. Styles, of course, challenged for the NXT Championship just a couple of nights ago against Pete Dunne, and what a match that was. But now tonight, Finn Balor going one-on-one with Gibson. DDT from Balor. And now Balor picking him up to his feet, and Finn with Gibson kicks him in the ribs. Goes for a chop. Gibson with a right. And now Gibson countered by Balor. Balor kicks him in the ribs. Right hand knocks him down to his knees. And there's another right. And Gibson struggling back to his feet. Balor with another right hand. Finn Balor fires away. Gibson went for a springboard. That didn't work out well for him. And now Balor launches Gibson into the corner. And Balor kicked in the head. Gibson. Clothesline to Balor. And now Balor picked up in a sitting position. And Gibson takes him out. Into a cover. Gibson. Whoa, decides against it. Just picks Balor up. I guess he knew Balor very likely to kick out. And James Drake's loving it on the outside. Balor out of the way. Balor Rolls Gibson through. Cover for the win. 1, 2. Gibson kicks out. Now Balor grabs Gibson, takes him down. And now Balor grabs Zack Gibson, throws him across the ring into the corner. Finn Balor kicks him in the ribs, off the ropes. Balor, middle rope, sunset flip, takes him down. Cover again. 1, 2. Kick out from Gibson. Balor has him set up now, and Finn with a sling blade. And now Sandow, you can see him pleading with Gibson to get up, but Gibson's not moving. Finn now at the top, looking for the coup de grace. Coup de grace connects. 1, 2. Finn Balor picks up the win. The WWE Champion gets the win and escapes tonight. Balor gets the win. We're going to move on to the next bit of Monday Night Raw. So as we see in the opening contest there, Finn Balor got the win over Zack Gibson. Charlotte Flair got a win over Lacey Evans. Killian Dane got a win, doesn't matter who he was facing. The Usos knocked off the Street Profits in tag team action. Up next, Dexter Lumis makes his in-ring debut against the man he choked out last week in Jaxson Ryker. In the main event, it'll be no holds barred, the final Money in the Bank ladder match slot on the line as Seth Rollins takes on Matt Riddle. Here comes the Forgotten Sons. Jaxson Ryker last week challenged for a Money in the Bank ladder match slot against Apollo Crews. We saw Dexter Lumis lurking in the crowd during that match, and when Jaxson Ryker lost, Dexter Lumis humped the barricade and choked him out. And now tonight, Dexter Lumis makes his official in-ring debut as part of the Raw roster. What Dexter Lumis wants, nobody really knows. He's called the Tortured Artist. Making his way to the ring now. I don't quite understand him myself. We haven't seen much of Dexter Lumis before in Universe. We saw him very limitedly in NXT. Didn't see much of him. But now tonight, he makes his way to the ring. He takes on Jaxson Ryker. He's got just that stone cold laser focused look in his eye. And Ryker with a drop, or Ryker gets cut with a drop kick. And an elbow drop from Lumis. And Lumis going right after Jaxson Ryker. The Forgotten Sons, Fury getting concerned for their leader at ringside. Uppercut from Lumis. Dexter Lumis coming out like a house of fire immediately. Went for a spinning wheel kick, counter from Ryker. And now Ryker grabs Lumis. And Lumis trying to fight out here. Lumis down to one knee. Punched in the ribs. And again. And one more time. And now Dexter Lumis scoops him up. Riker counters and shoves him away. And now Jaxson Ryker. Neckbreaker. And now Riker. Top of the clothesline. And now Dexter Lumis. What's he doing here? He's got Riker. Throws him into the mat. Dexter Lumis taking it to the Forgotten Sons leader here. Grabs Riker, throws him into the corner. Dexter Lumis, notice he doesn't run around. He just moves slowly and methodically, like a killer. And Riker thrown into the corner. Dexter Lumis now picking him back up, and Lumis kicks him in the back. And, oh, kick to the head. Riker's not gotten much offense in this matchup. Dexter Lumis with a suplex. Lumis now picking him back up to his feet. And Dexter Lumis kick to the ribs. Right hand, and Dexter Lumis puts him in the ropes. Has him up. And a back body drop. And Lumis, stops the head of Riker. And just grinding his knuckles against the head of Jaxson Ryker. And now Lumis picks Riker back up to his feet, and Dexter Lumis. Spine buster! 1, 2, no. Riker kicks out. And now Lumis calling Riker back up to his feet. Kicks him in the knees. Kicks him in the head. Dexter Lumis. 1, 2, 3. Dexter Lumis knocks off Jaxson Ryker tonight. The Tortured Artist beats the Forgotten Son. Main event up next. Celebrate. Hang on. I'm at ringside. Riker up in the face of Cutler and Blake. Oh! Riker laying out his own Forgotten Sons. What the hell? It's time for the main event. Here comes Seth Rollins. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Jaxson Ryker just walked away from the Forgotten Sons. Cutler and Blake are sitting out here by the barricade near the Timekeeper's area. But I guess back on track, I'll try and ignore them out there. Seth Rollins making his way to the ring. It's our final Money in the Bank qualifying match on Raw. We'll see the final slot filled for SmackDown soon as well. Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring to take on Matt Riddle. Rollins coming around ringside here. Rollins seems to be speaking to Cutler and Blake. Oh no. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Blake and Cutler have walked to Rollins' corner. Has the Monday Night Messiah just recruited new disciples? Matt Riddle might be walking into a 1-on-3 handicap situation right now. Matt Riddle makes his way to the ring. Here we go. Well, you can see it now. Cutler and Blake have joined Rollins in his corner. Well, here we go. As I was saying, you can see Cutler and Blake now in the corner of Rollins. Rollins throws Riddle over the top, and Rollins, knocks him out to the floor. Wesley Blake just picked up Matt Riddle. Steve Cutler just gifts the Messiah a chair. Well, Riddle takes down Rollins, though. Riddle with a kick to the back. Rollins powers up to his feet, and Rollins, went for an enziguri. Riddle went for a right. Rollins knocks him back. Rollins grabs this chair, though. And Rollins, well, the chair that was gifted to him by Steve Cutler hits Riddle with it. It is all legal in this matchup. The only rules were that Buddy Murphy and Keith Lee were banned from ringside. If Keith Lee had gotten involved, Riddle would have been DQ'd, and Riddle would have forfeited the match, and Murphy for Rollins, respectively. But Rollins, I don't think anyone expected him to recruit new disciples. I don't think Rollins expected to recruit new disciples when he came out here tonight. And now Rollins is just taking it to Matt Riddle. You can see Cutler and Blake just staring at Riddle like wolves in a den, circling their prey. As now Rollins picks Riddle up to his feet, and as Steve Cutler's walked around to the other side of the ring. As I said, circling the ring like sharks, almost. Riddle trying to fight back. This is essentially, not only has it really become a handicap match, it's kind of become a lumberjack match for Riddle. He's got Cutler and Blake on either side of the ring. Rollins knocks him out to the floor. Now Steve Cutler grabs Riddle, elbowing him in the head. And as I said, there's nothing the referee can do here. Cutler with that bat to Riddle. Rollins with a chop. Went for a drop kick. And Cutler. Now distracting Riddle. Rollins capitalizes. Referee now is shouting at Steve Cutler, trying to get him out of the area. Well, the referee telling Steve Cutler to get the hell out of here. But at this point, I don't think it matters. Rollins, elbow drop to Riddle. Cutler provided the distraction, and now Rollins is going to capitalize. Seth Rollins with a curb stomp. Seth Rollins is going to Money in the Bank. Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake abandoned by Jaxson Ryker tonight, embraced by the Messiah. The Messiah's got new disciples. It's a scary thought, isn't it? Seth Rollins takes the final Raw slot for Money in the Bank. Thank you all for watching tonight's episode of Universe Mode. Tonight's episode of Raw. We'll be back for NXT in a couple of days. Timothy Thatcher makes his in-ring debut. And in our final Money in the Bank qualifying match on SmackDown, on the men's side of things, we will see a fatal 4-way. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.